Today we are looking at an Australian recipe for making ayahuasca. And as is often the case in Australia, there are a lot of flies around today. So let's go back to the studio. Our main ingredient is Acacia Acuminata, and my limited research shows this is actually the strongest acacia bark in the whole world in terms of its DMT content. And we are also using Syrian Rue as our monoamine oxidase inhibitor. What I really love about ayahuasca and this little recipe is that it's legal to buy this online, and without having to buy any bitcoins or anything like that, I have access to the most powerful psychedelic in the whole world. And when I say powerful, I mean in terms of its dynamism. So this recipe will also work with Acacia Confusa. If you live in a different country like the USA, you will have to Google and find out if you can import this, or you can use another plant ingredient that contains DMT. Many people prefer to use Mimosa or Acacia Confusa. So, what you need is two ingredients. They are a plant that contains DMT within it, which is this, Acacia Acuminata, and you also need a monoamine oxidase inhibitor, which is this today, Syrian Rue, which is what I suggest. I suggest you buy this. It's easily available online. So what I recommend is taking a small amount of water and putting it in some sort of a container that is easy to boil, and then adding the Syrian Rue as well. Put it in there. Then you're going to go ahead and boil it, being aware that it will create some gases that don't smell too great. Boil it for 20 minutes, but in the meantime, I have a tip for you to suppress the nauseousness. Now, you should be aware, some people would suggest that the nauseousness is a good thing. In particular, you might get so nauseous that you throw up, and this is purging, as they would say. And I can see that there would be some truth to that. Me, however, I prefer not throwing up while having a really strong psychedelic experience. So what I do is I like to eat some ginger. This is a great tip for any psychedelic. It's a great nauseousness suppressant. But really all you want to do is chop a square centimeter or so of ginger into a couple of bite-sized cubes. And you can go ahead and just eat it straight up like that if you're a tough guy. But it does taste quite strong. So I'm fine with eating it just like that, but maybe you won't like it. So this is why we also have an apple present. You can take an apple or any fruit that you like and just mix it. Whoa, that is strong if you just eat ginger straight like that. So what you can do instead is take a little bit of ginger and some apple, and chew them like that. I'm going to say it's actually very delicious. It has this warm, tingly sensation. And that is another benefit of ginger. Not only does it suppress nauseousness, but to me, in my stomach, it gives this wonderful, warm, burning sensation, a pleasant burning sensation. This is a good thing to do while you're waiting for the Syrian Rue to boil, I think. And I pretty much always do that. So your Syrian Rue is now ready after 20 minutes. What you're going to do is pour this out into a cup, strain it, and drink it. I would suggest again that you take a big quick sip. It's going to taste bad, and then you bite into an apple to just get rid of that really nasty taste. Do that a few times until you've drank everything. Another option that my future self came up with is to create miniature ice cubes from the tea, and this way you can swallow it like a pill with zero bad taste. And then you are going to wait 40 minutes so that the monoamine oxidase inhibitor can enter your bloodstream. After the 40 minutes comes the fun part, which is eating the Acacia Acuminata. You can eat it straight up if you want, like a barbarian, or if you want to be more civilized, you can mix it with some peanut butter. Any brand will do. I took the branding off this one because if I'm going to do product placement, someone needs to pay me for that. I like to mix the two, and if you do that, it tastes just like peanut butter. It goes down very easily. Then it's going to take around another 40 minutes to really take effect, and then at about 1 hour or so, you're going to be peaking quite strongly. So once you've eaten it, I recommend relaxing, maybe doing some light cleaning or listening to some relaxing music. I like to listen to an artist called Tom Day. He's fantastic, also based in Australia. And then after 40 minutes, when you can feel like, okay, this is hitting, you sit back, go into a nice meditation posture, and just let the experience happen. Perhaps do some introspection or work with some mantras, do Shambhavi, whatever you want to do. This evening I'm thinking of focusing on the Kechari Mudra while taking this strong 5-gram dose. And then you have your experience, and you can even write a trip report afterwards. I think trip reports are great to share what happened to you and to integrate the experience within yourself as well. And it really is as simple as that. That's why I really am in love with ayahuasca lately. It's so easy to source and prepare. And it's completely natural ingredients as well. I think human beings have been having really intense spiritual experiences with this substance for a long time.